I know Muslims earning 60, 70, 80, even over £100,000 a year who have almost nothing saved. Good jobs, great intentions, no wealth. And it's not because they're bad with money.
It's because the financial system they grew up with, the cultural norms, the social pressures, the complete absence of investing culture was never designed to build wealth.
Today, we're going to walk you through 5 specific reasons this happens and what you could do about each one. But before we start, I want to be clear. This video isn't about shaming anyone. I've made most of these mistakes, if not all of them myself, and many of them aren't even real mistakes. They're cultural defaults that nobody's ever questioned.
But if you're earning a decent salary and you feel like you should be further ahead financially, this video is going to show you where the leaks could be, and more importantly, how you could go about fixing them. Let's go.
Let's start with the elephant in the room. Muslim weddings in the UK now regularly cost at least £20,000 to £50,000. Some go well beyond that. And in many families, this isn't optional, it's expected. I'm not here to tell you not to have a beautiful wedding, but I'm here to point out the maths. If you spend £40,000 on a wedding versus investing it, for example, and that money that could have compounded at 7% for 30 years, you could be giving up over £300,000 of potential wealth. This isn't a moral judgment. It's just simple arithmetic.
The fix isn't to skip the wedding, it's about being intentional about the budget. Have an honest conversation with the family. Make sure the wedding doesn't consume your entire financial foundation before you've even built one.
There's a cultural pattern in many Muslim families. Accumulate cash, keep it accessible, don't risk it by investing.
That is so common. And what's true is that the intention is good and it feels safe, but here's what's actually happening. That means your cash is losing purchasing power every single day. It sits in a current account.
Yeah, and what's worse is that £10,000 today will buy you roughly £9,000 worth of goods in 5 years if inflation averages at just 4%. You didn't spend it, you didn't lose it, but it got smaller anyway. Keeping large amounts of cash idle isn't safety, it's actually slow erosion.
This is the most common thing I hear. I'll invest when I earn more. I'll start when I've paid off the wedding. I'll think about it next year.
See, the issue that I have with that is the problem is that next year never comes. There's always another reason to wait, and every year you delay, you lose the most powerful force in wealth building, which is time. Let me show you something. You don't actually need a lot of money to start. Our platform lets you begin with as little as £50.
You get a promotion, your salary goes up by £10,000. What happens? For most people, the car gets upgraded, the holidays get nicer, and the subscriptions start to multiply. But somehow, at the end of the month, you're either saving the same amount or less than before.
Abul, you know what is scary for most people? Is that this is a lifestyle inflation, and it's the silent killer of wealth building. The fix is simple in theory, but actually hard in practice. Every time your income increases, some people choose to invest at least half of any pay increase before adjusting their lifestyle. One way to do that is by setting up a recurring deposit into an ISA around the same time. If you never see the money, you won't miss it, but your future self will certainly thank you. If you're watching this and recognizing yourself in any of these patterns, good. Awareness is the first step. And if you want to actually start building wealth the halal way, stick around. We've got a full series on this channel showing you exactly how.
Save this for last because it's the one with the biggest financial impact and the least attention. If you're employed in the UK, your employer is almost certainly putting money into a pension for you right now. It's automatic. It happens through auto-enrollment. But here's the problem. You probably have no idea where the money is invested. And there's a real chance it's in funds that include interest-bearing bonds and companies that aren't SHARA compliant. Your pension could be the single largest investment you ever make. Over a career, it could grow to hundreds of thousands of pounds. Ignoring it, assuming it's fine, is one of the most expensive mistakes a UK Muslim can make. Check your pension. Ask your employer what funds it's in. If it's not halal, you could request a switch or consider opening a SIP, a self-invested personal pension, where you control the money and where it's invested.
5 reasons, 5 fixes. None of them require you to earn more money. They just require you to be more intentional with the money you already have. If this resonated, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because next week we're going into the practical detail how to invest your first £10,000 as a Muslim in the UK, step by step. I'll see you there.